Hello everybody, this is Sir Winston here on the Sir Winston Podcast, and today is episode 7, season 2. Now I want to talk about the Weeknd's new album. It's been on the top of the charts for the last few months, and I've been hearing a lot of his singles out right now, like Heartless is one of my favorites, and it kind of brings me back to his old days. Now, he actually started back in 2010, uploading music like I do to YouTube, and that was his outlet. And then he just got really big on YouTube, and people started picking him up and stuff. That's where I heard him. I heard him on YouTube, and I was just grooving out to his music. And then for a span, he was just putting hits after hits out. So it's just kind of like it was his destiny. He's influenced by Michael Jackson, as you can tell, Prince, and other influences. Now this album is like a dream pop, new wave R&B album, and I'm really enjoying it because it's like it puts me back in an 80s kind of vibe. He themed the album. The album's kind of got this cool, like, spooky vibe, like kind of like an 80s movie that's where like it's like a horror film, and like he has like a dress up in a red suit, and he's like beat up and stuff like that, and it shows you in this video that he does that he's like chasing this girl. It's kind of pretty cool to see that he's actually doing new methods and stuff of his music and stuff. It kind of reinvented himself in some way, because he was doing this kind of grungy kind of R&B, alternative R&B, and then now it sounds like it's a very poppy kind of song, but you know, some of the songs are about, you know, love. Some of the songs are about just him going through a heartbreak. And it kind of brings you back to that old music that he used to do back in the day with like House of Balloons and stuff like that. You know, this is one of those kind of music videos that you see on the TV and you're going, what is that? And his music videos are like that. You're like, hey man, I want to see what that is. And then you watch it again, you know, or watch it on YouTube. So some of the things that I want to do is I want to kind of just go through what he does in, like, you know, on this album. So what he does on this album is he actually just kind of he makes very beautiful melodies and stuff like that. They're very catchy melodies and dance grooves, you know, with the hard 4-on-floor beat and the stuff that I like, because he's multi-talented like that. I'm pretty sure if we would have seen the year go by, we would have seen him perform like in his little uniform, in his like red suit, and just kind of be dancing and stuff. He did a couple of interviews and a couple of shows on TV before the shutdown. So I was excited to listen to this album, and it brought me back to the old Weeknd, because for a minute he had a little hiatus, and he was actually kind of taking a little break. He came out with a couple of albums. They were really good, but this one is a very smash hit. I mean, it's on the top of the charts. I mean, everybody, even on TikTok and YouTube, they all use this music. I'm pretty sure they're going to probably use this in like Stranger Things or something, because it has that vibe to it. You know, it has that vibe once that show goes back on the air. So I can't wait to listen to this album even more. You know, I'm enjoying it. I like to put on albums. And kind of you know, and groove with them, bop with them. You know what I'm saying? So also, the cover that he did was kind of inspired by Casino. You know, it's like this Vegas vibe. He said it was inspired by like Uncut Gems, Adam Sandler's Uncut Gems movie, like a film kind of cover. So I like how he themed that whole album, and I bet you if you just play it and it'll take you on a ride on what he was trying to do. And I love those type of albums, you know. So one thing I would like to do is I would like to point out some tips that I seen the Weeknd do, and I'm thinking that we could do this as artists. Number one tip is he reinvented himself. I mean, literally, like the last album that he came out with was totally different than this album. The other albums that he had dreads. He was dancing pop. Now this is like dream pop R&B. Last album was like R&B. So number 2, he didn't quit. He kept his ideas fresh. He didn't quit on his ideas. So I'm pretty sure that they had this idea, and he was like, should I do this? And it was a big leap as an artist, but he actually said, I'm going to go through this. I'm not going to quit on this idea. I'm going to keep going. I love to see that he's trying to be more artistic with his albums. And number 3 is he goes for what he wants. I mean, I'm pretty sure he went for what he wanted. He said, hey, he got a lot of producers together and they were making music and all that stuff. And they were like, hey, man, I want to have this in this like like where it's in this time period of the 80s pop, dream pop, and it kind of like the horror scene kind of thing. Because that's how it sounds like. It sounds like I'm actually in an 80s horror movie, you know, running from some type of ghost or some type of creature. So, thank you, everybody. Like and subscribe if you like this channel. And until next time, peace.